Oh, this is the first race we've seen in the Ladies Challenge Plate, which is the second most important 8th race at the regatta for men anyway, and sort of tier 2 race. You've got Brown University from Providence, Rhode Island on the right of your picture, the Buckinghamshire station, and then furthest away from the island you've got this Team Keane crew, which is a kind of crew of Oxford old boys put together to race at the regatta. I think they're going to get slaughtered by Brown, who are a selected crew, but you know, what do I know?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this event, I think the official line is crews not of the standard to race in the ground. So they really are very high-level crews, but they're not world international heavyweight men's eights.
Brown started off not having such a great year. I think they were back in 5th place probably or 6th place in the varsity final at the IRA Championships, but their coach Paul Cook tells me that they have been improving and improving and improving, and that's really why he wanted to bring them to Henley Regatta.
In the venue where they row in Providence, it's pretty, the conditions where they row, it's going to be really quite difficult water conditions, so the rough water here is not something that's going to faze them in the slightest, and they're just maybe just a half length ahead of Team Keane, not really moving away that quickly, but starting to settle into a rhythm.
Yeah, so we're now joining the race live, and you can see Brown University from Providence, Rhode Island, and they are on the left of your picture. They have stretched out a lead. The umpire in the middle is Sarah Winklis, who basically organises us commentators, so we can have a little fun while she's not listening to us out umpiring. And then on the right, the yellow of Team Keane.
It's an interesting club team.
Oh, can I just say, now we're looking at the 3-man there in the Brown 8, and the 3-man Rufus Biggs actually won the Thames Cup with Thames Rowing Club, I think in 2015. He's gone out and he's now a Brown student. That is the guy with the white baseball cap on, just rowing in front of the guy with the enormous beard, if you want to know who he is. But Rufus, you'll recognise him if you know what Thames Rowing Club rows look like. Sorry, Adrian, I interrupted you.
Yeah, I was just saying about Team Keane. It's an interesting sort of dynamic in the club in terms of it's a club where people basically pay to be coached, and it's more like being in a tennis club or a golf club, whereas rowing, we're quite used to just paying a membership and getting free coaching, and we're not very used to paying for that service. And I think as our sport progresses, people are going to have to understand that there are going to be more and more clubs like this where you expect to be coached and pay for it. So here Brown really making quite easy weather of this as they row into the distance a little bit. Here this last minute proof of Team Keane coming down in the ladies.
Yeah, just some really interesting, really nice chat with Paul Cook, the Brown coach, he was in the Hampton School, the final that Hampton School beat them, rode through. He was in St Paul's Concord, and they rode through in 1985. That was the crew with Henley Stewart, Matt Britton, and Neil Garden. We see him here with Concept 2, and he was reminiscent about that race. There's Team Keane, they're in 2nd place in this, so a lot of expertise. He's got an ice hockey player in 6th, Andy Stelios Provost is a really good ice hockey player. I talked to Jamie Coven, the Henley steward. I said, who's the best in this guy, in this boat, in the Brown boat? And he said, oh, no doubt about this, Daniel Miklasevich, he's a stud, you know, that's the 7-man. He's just passing us there, one behind the stroke man.
He's a big guy, isn't he? At 100 kilos, he's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah. So Brown wrap this up comfortably. They will face, well, the might of Oxford Brooks with that 5:30 performance at the Mets. I'm sure they await, but this is a seeded performance. They've lived up to their tag of seeds. Brown University win that heat of the ladies' plate from Team Keane Sculling School, who crossed the line now. And talking about Oxford Brooks University, we're going to see another one of their crews down shortly, I think. But the result of that race, as you can see, Brown University beat Team Keane.